You know, I can sit here and talk about the Georgia Bulldogs, a tale of two halves, how they was stagnant in the first half and totally dominant in the second half. But I'm not going to do that. All I'm going to say is congratulations to the Georgia Bulldogs for going 1-0 to start the 2024 season. Now, in the second half, they looked like the number one team. They played like the number one team. But in the first half, they looked very mediocre. And like I said to the Georgia fans in the chat, you can't come out like that against a lot of teams that's on your schedule. Namely, Alabama, Texas, Ole Miss. You can't come out like that against those teams because those teams are going to have a 99% better offense and quarterback than Clemson. All right. I like what I seen out of Georgia in the second half. I like how they opened up the offense in the second half. Okay. I like what I seen out of Carson Beck in the second half. That freshman running back, he's going to be a problem for a lot of teams. I mean, a problem. I don't know his name. Well, I can get his name real quick. His name is Nate Frazier. He's going to be a problem. Had 11 carries for 83 yards, 7.5 yards a carry. He's going to be a problem for a lot of teams. I think a problem that's going to be for Georgia is Dylan Bell being hurt. Don't know the extent of his injury, but it looked serious. But I hope he's not out for a significant amount of time. Hopefully he can be back next week. But they don't have a real formidable opponent next week, so they probably can sit him out next week. But Georgia looked good in the second half. They looked dominant. They looked like the number one team. Now let me get to Clemson. Let me get to Dabo Swinney. Dabo Swinney, his ass need to be fired ASAP. Clemson need to get him a coach in there that's going to adapt with the times and with the game of football. They put a stat on the screen that Clemson, Dabo Swinney, hasn't started a transfer since not 19, but since 2018. That is sad. That is sad. But hey, it's all good, at least in the opening game. So it is what it is. But that's sad. They need to get rid of Dabo so they can get a coach in there that's going to adapt with the time. All right. Dabo is the detriment of the Clemson Tigers. I'm telling you that right now. From what I've seen, his coaching days has reached their peak. Dabo's still living in the days of daggone Trevor, whatever his damn name, that great quarterback they had. He's living Trevor Lawrence. He's still living in those days. Well, guess what? Cade Klubnik is no Trevor Lawrence. Cade Klubnik ain't even a DJ Ungulilili. But anyway, Cade Klubnik just straight freaking suck. Straight suck. I don't know. He's supposed to have been a 5-star coming out of high school. How? It damn sure didn't translate to the college game. The boy's trash. The boy's trash. There's only one highlight on the Clemson Tigers football team, and that is the defensive front. That is it. The secondary, garbage, 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 garbage. Dabo, your offensive coordinator, garbage, 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 garbage. They need to revamp the whole entire Clemson football team except the defensive front. I tell you what, you need to throw Cade Klubnik back in the goddamn river and put your hook back in and see what you come out. It can't be no worse than Cade Klubnik. I'm telling you right now, the boy is sad. He is sad. Phil Maffa, he tried his best. He tried his best. This is a terrible overall Clemson football team. And I feel sorry for the Clemson fans. I feel absolutely sorry for Clemson fans for having to sit there and witness this travesty that Dabo Swinney is running. It is damn sad. Dabo, give these fans a break. Do them a favor and pack your offense up today. Because guess what? You and your offensive coordinator didn't have no business in Atlanta on today. Absolutely none. And Dabo, I agree with you. that you canceled phone calls on your little football show. Because those Clemson fans would be calling your ass, eating your ass up, just like the one did last season, and you want to get all damn offensive about. And you want to come out and say, if you're going to buy stock, put your stock in Clemson or whatever. No, you don't. No, you don't. Clemson is done. Done. This is sad. This is sad. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. You come out in the first game of the season, ranked number 14, I believe, and you get beat by a score of 34-3, by 31 freaking points. You get beat by 31 points, and you give up 28 points in the second half. And it's like the middle of the third, the defensive front just said, fuck this shit. I'm done. They didn't even want to play no more. That was the only part of the team that was holding it down. And then they just finally gave up. That because the rest of the team was doing so damn terrible. This is just sad. It's sad. But hats off to the Georgia Bulldogs for that second half. Offensively and defensively. Hats off to Nate Frazier. Hats off to him. Hats off to Georgia's defense. Malachi Starks made another great interception. Hats off to him. All right. Hats off to Kirby and his coaching staff for going in at halftime and making those halftime adjustments. That's what it's all about. Making adjustments. And guess what? Clemson, Dabo, that offensive coordinator made absolutely none. I mean, none. I mean, Jesus, man. It was sad. It was a sad day, man. It was a sad day. Georgia ate them boys up, man. Let's look at a couple of stats, man. Georgia had a total of 447 yards of offense, right? Carson Beck, 278 passing yards, and then they rushed for 169. All right. The first half, Georgia didn't have nowhere near the passing yards or the rushing yards. Nowhere near it. I think they had about 40-something rushing yards in the first half and came out and rushed for probably about 120, 125 yards in the second half. All right. Dang on Clemson wind up with 188 total yards. Sad. 142 passing and 46 rushing. Shit, I don't know how they got 142 yards passing. I don't know how. Cade Klubnik. Oh, Lord. That's the worst quarterback Clemson had that I've seen in a long damn time. And that's what you got. That's what you let DJ Uiagalelei go for? Cade Klubnik? And those Clemson fans was all ecstatic about Cade Klubnik. Oh, he can sling it. He can sling it. Cade Klubnik can't do a damn thing when it come to quarterbacking. Not at the damn college level. Not none. If I was a Clemson fan, I would be appalled of Dabo, Cade Klubnik, offensive coordinator. I would be appalled at every part of that damn team except the defensive front and Phil Maffa. That's it. Phil Maffa should have transferred on their ass. I mean, Jesus, man. Peter Woods, we got a spot for you at the University of Alabama. On my Alabama Crimson Tide defensive front. Peter Woods, we got a spot for you. Come on back home, Peter Woods. That's all I'm advocating for Peter Woods to come on back home and play with the Crimson Tide. Because she's going to continue to get your ass beat the way you did today when you come up against a formidable opponent. I ain't going to even say an opponent like Georgia. A formidable opponent. Like who? We'll stay in your conference. Miami. We'll say that. Shit, I mean, Jesus, man. Y'all are sad, man. Dabo, what? Absolutely sad. Man, let me get off these Clemson Tigers. I'm finna watch Miami and Florida play. Okay? It can't be no worse than what I just saw. What I just witnessed the Georgia Bulldogs do to the Clemson Tigers. I mean, damn. I mean, damn. And they lucky. They lucky that Georgia, I don't know what was going on with Georgia in the first half, but Clemson is lucky it happened. I'll just say that. I'll just say that. This would have, if Georgia was playing like they was playing, if Georgia played in the first half like they was playing in the second half, this Georgia could have easily had 60 points on these bombs. Easily had 60. And I know I was talking junk to Georgia fans in the comment section, but hey, it's all good. I got to give credit where credit's due. Georgia wore their ass out in the damn second half. I mean, completely destroyed them, completely embarrassed them. And ain't nothing Dabo can get on his, say at his press conference or post-game show to make Clemson fans feel any better about his ass. Absolutely nothing. But congratulations, Georgia and Clemson. Your days are done. And Dabo Swinney, for the sake of Clemson Tigers football program, please remove yourself.